I always wonder how Coca-Cola tastes so good at McDonald's. Is it the way it flows through the straw? Or is it the ice cold taste that's so refreshing? Or the perfect mix of Coke and Fizz? Or just an all of those things deal?
There's a deal for every moment on the McDonald's $1 $2 $3 menu. Order ahead on the McDonald's app and get all your favorite soft drinks like a Coca-Cola for only $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Motherfucker.
Carson Wentz is gonna be a beast though.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking. Knocked him the fuck out! No way! With the right!
Hey, plus 320, dog!
With the fucking right here!
Gonzo Sports Room starts in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to G.S.R. Gonzo Sports Room. Wednesday, September 8th, 2021. We got a big show planned for you guys today. Got Steve in here with me. How's it going, Steve?
Oh man, you know it's going good, man. Just gave out some good picks on Easy Money. About to give these people this interview, man. Give them that content, you know what I'm saying? Doing good, Chris?
Yeah, hey, what we do on Easy Money?
Man, we went crazy on that motherfucker.
Give out winners.
We gave out nothing but fucking winners, man.
Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come hang out with us on that. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. But no, we got a big show planned for you today. Get this turned off real quick. We had the opportunity to have a great conversation with a young up-and-coming tag team in pro wrestling. You can find these guys every Friday night in Indianapolis with the WCWO. They're also the DCCW World Tag Team Champions. And we were lucky enough to sit down with them yesterday for an interview. I'm talking about the Twins, the highlight reel, Steve.
Man, you don't mess with them. I'm telling you right now, you don't mess with the highlight reel, you gonna end up on the highlight reel. You mess around with them, so
I've seen the highlight reel wrestle 3 times at 3 different shows, and I think their match was the best match on each one of them shows. Especially that last show, I thought they really stole the show with that last show that we was at with that last match.
yeah, that it was a great.
If you haven't seen the highlight reel wrestle, go. You can find a lot of their matches on YouTube. They have an Instagram account. We'll be giving that out here in a few. You can go to. You can also go to our page. We have their last match with the DCCW that they had at DCCW Summer Shakedown. You can find that on our YouTube page or our Facebook page. But I highly recommend follow them on Instagram and on Facebook. Find out where they're going to be wrestling at next, and go check them out. You won't be disappointed.
Most definitely, well worth the money, man.
Yeah. Before we get into that, real quick, tomorrow night, NFL football starts. Regular season game kicks off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Dallas Cowboys. I think I just heard in my ear that we're gonna be live tomorrow night
I think so. I think I heard that.
with a live watch along and reaction to kickoff of football.
Oh man.
I think it says we'll be live at.
Eric gonna be depressed.
I think it says we're gonna be live at 7:30. 7:30 tomorrow night. Come join us live, watch along, and reactions to the kickoff of football. Hope everybody comes joins us for that. Before we get started, I just got a couple things I want to get out there real quick before we go ahead with this interview. For one, come out October 3rd. Check out DCCW Harvest Havoc 3. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be at Mad Jack's here in Muncie, corner of Madison and Jackson. If you're not from Muncie, get a hold of me or the Delaware County Championship Wrestling Facebook page or Terry Coondog. We'll get you directions to where you need to be. Also for tickets, you can get a hold of any of us. But former WWE superstar Gangrel is going to be there, Steve.
Oh yeah. Hey.
And that's not all.
More.
Also going to be WWE legend The Boogeyman will be there. So you want to make sure you check out this show. And that's not. Hey, and there's going to be the highlight reel will be there, defending their DCCW tag titles.
They ain't losing.
Come join us for that. We'll be there. Come join us for that. We'd like to see you guys there.
Hell yeah.
If you don't live in Indiana or for some reason you can't make it to the show, we'll be streaming the show live. So come join us for that. You got anything, Steve, before we start this interview?
Yeah, man. Be there, be square, man. That's all I gotta say. Be there, be square, man. You about to miss a hell of a show if you don't show up, man. But hey, that's why, you know what I'm saying, something pop up, hit the stream, man. We'll show y'all what's up.
All right. Without further ado, we're gonna play this great conversation that we had yesterday with the highlight reel. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you guys here in just a little bit. All right, we're here with the guests Damon and Damian Reel, the highlight reel. How's it going today, guys?
I can't complain. Doing real well.
For those of our guests who don't know exactly who you guys are, can you explain a little bit who you guys are for our guests, please?
Well, we are the dynamic duo, the twin tag team from WCWO. That's where we started, and just trying to make a name for ourselves. Yes, sir. The highlight reel, that is us. Whenever you hear something about these twins going crazy, that's us. We putting on a show for the crowd.
Oh, y'all definitely do that. That's for sure.
How did the highlight reel get into the wrestling business?
Oh, well, we get asked that a lot. Literally, when we were younger, I know it seems cliche, but we love wrestling. Ever since we were little, always watched WWE, WWF, WCWO, all the old stuff that goes on, and we fight all the time doing wrestling moves and stuff. And one day we just decided, like, yeah, we want to do that. Yeah, and then we always decided, yeah, I want to go to OVW. That cost a lot of money. That's money that we did not have. So we was like, okay, we'll save up. But then next, you know, one of my friends that I work with was like, hey, have you seen this? And it was Don Basher. He was home tryouts. He was like, oh, well, that's easier. And then the rest was history. We went to the tryout, showed out immediately. He's like, oh yeah, you guys gotta go be good, go be great. And I was like, oh, that's all I need to hear.
Oh yeah.
How long have y'all been doing it in the ring? And how long did y'all train before your first match?
Oh, training never stops. We're still training now. But before our first match, it was a good 4 months. 4 months, yeah. Before we had our first match in Greensburg, and it was a battle royal. And then we also had a 6-man tag team. Oh, a 6-man tag team, that's right. And officially, we've been doing this now for almost 2.5 years.
Oh, so you are still fairly recent into your career.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Have you guys just wrestled in Indiana, or have you went like other states?
Unfortunately, it's just Indiana for right now. We've been all over Indiana. We've been in Muncie, Greensburg, Lafayette, Martinsville. But hopefully soon we get to branch out and go to different states.
What do you think is the hardest thing about trying to make a name for yourself in the independent wrestling scene?
I would say trying to do something that nobody's had not seen before. Most people have done stuff or things that, you know, oh, that's just another wrestling thing. But trying to make a name for yourself and trying to get your name out there is the hardest part. At least for us, you know, not much twin wrestlers are out there. So that's one good thing we've got. But when you've got other people who's almost 7 foot, ripped as can be, jacked as can be, you kind of fall behind. But you gotta work hard to get your name out there.
Yeah, like you said, you do have an advantage already going in. I mean, like you said, there's not a lot of twins doing it, and the ones that have been pretty successful. You know, the Usos, you know, the Bellas. Who else was it? The Headhunters, weren't they twins?
Yeah.
Like, so do you find that's just natural dynamic that, hey, let's just do this? Or did y'all ever think about like trying 2 separate individual careers and like singles? Or was it just automatic, hey, we're gonna run with this twin thing and do the tag team? And
I mean, in the beginning it's automatic, you know. You help me, I help you. You know, we'll be the greatest tag team ever.
Right.
We've been doing everything together since we've been little. Hey, if he does basketball, I'm going to join him. If he does football, I'm going to join him. So this was no different. Going in, yeah, we were going to be a tag team. What other person can help me out more than he can? You know what I'm saying? But hopefully down the line, maybe we'll have a solo run. Nobody knows. But for right now, we're just trying to do this thing together as a unit, as a squad, as a team. I know if we did go head to head, that'd be a hell of a match right there.
Oh yeah, that would be a match. That would sell tickets for sure.
It'd be good. Who's maybe some of the tag teams that you guys kind of watch and maybe molded your guys' style off of?
Well, obviously, the Usos are one of them. I really, really like the Lucha House Party, more of the Lucha aspect. But also we've looked at the Hardy Boys. Oh yeah, especially for some of our high flying antics that we do now, crazy stuff. We look at them. I know on a personal level, me myself, I look at Randy Orton, the way he's just vicious in the ring. What about you? For like if like singles way, how I am, it's kind of like a mixture of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is my guy. Like if I had to face anybody by myself, Rey Mysterio would be that man. But like it's a few molds that make who we are. You just can't take one person to be like, yeah, I'm gonna base solely off of him. No, you gotta take a piece from here, take a piece from there. That's why you study and you watch. Like, okay, he got a nice little thing going. Okay, now he got a nice little thing. It's not just one person that makes up me. It's like tons of people.
If you guys were to have your dream tag team match against any tag team ever in the history of wrestling, one that's like a legendary team or somebody that's pro, and then one that's an independent, maybe a team that y'all really respect or one that y'all haven't worked with yet, who would those be for you guys?
Well, Usos, obviously. That would be one. I know if they weren't so old now, DX would definitely be at the top of my list. The Hardys definitely, brothers against brothers.
Yeah.
It'll be a hell of a show. And on the independent circuit, I don't know. I would like to face the Thieves of Greatness again, man. We faced them and it was a nice little battle. I think we came out with the loss, but I think we go and hit it again and we can come out with a victory because they were awesome, man. Like I would love to face them again. But yeah, when it comes to all the independent wrestlers, the tag teams out there, we don't shy away from nobody. So I would love to fight any and everybody who comes our way. Yes, sir.
And how is it working with the manager? Especially your manager. Let me say this. Especially your manager. He's quite flamboyant and he's quite open with his words. So it's I'm sure it's quite interesting times.
Well, Alcon, he is a character by himself, but no doubt he has our best interest at heart, and he just wants to see us become as great as we are. I mean, we're already the DCCW tag champions. He just wants to see us get further and just be the best we can be. Yeah, he already knows that with him there or not, we're going to do what we do. So he's just making sure that we come out with the victory and we stay on top. That's just what a manager does. He helps us out. So I don't mind it at all.
You were speaking about doing some crazy stuff earlier. It'd be the first time I saw you guys was at that DCCW, the Bearcat Rumble, and you guys were in a ladder match.
Oh yes, the TLC.
Yeah.
TLC.
And dude, I remember one of you was landing on that ladder, and the dude came off the top. Or no, one of you came off the top rope and went through that ladder. Dude, that was some of the craziest stuff I'd seen at an independent show in a long time.
Yeah, especially if it was for the titles. You kind of just have to throw caution to the wind. I know my body felt it in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes you just got to go out there and give it your all. And if that means I got to throw myself through a table or throw somebody else through a table, I'm going to do it.
What do you have to do to prepare yourself for that? Because you're going to get hurt or you're going to be sore. Like, what do you do something mentally or like before a match to get yourself ready?
Well, physically, we're already prepared. I've played football, I've played basketball, and before that, I've already wrestled for a good amount of time. Pain is accustomed to the sport that we are doing, so we just go out there and have fun and kill it, and make sure we try to stay alive. And it's all about don't think about it. You know, it's like when you're scared to jump into a pool, or you don't sit there and think about it. You just gotta go dive head first. At the end, you can worry about it after. you can start, saying, "Oh, my arm hurts, oh, my back hurts." You can do that after the match. We got a match to win. Fun fact: as you were talking about that ladder match, me being up on the turnbuckle and right before I jumped, I'm literally thinking to myself, "Oh gosh, my girlfriend, now fiance, is gonna kill me if she sees what I'm about to do." I threw all cards to the wind and just jumped.
Yeah, because there wasn't a lot of room out there on the outside of that ring between that and the guardrail.
Yep, but I'm glad I came out safely.
Minor
scars. Opponent came out safely. We didn't get the win that time, but I'm glad we went out there and showed what we can do so we can get another chance. And now that we have titles, we're proving to everybody that, we are the top tier tag team.
Do you have a most memorable moment of your career so far?
Most memorable moment. Oh man. First ever, it was Christmas of last year. Last year. It was our first ever title win. It was at WCWO. We went up against the Knockout Society. And we thought it was going to be a regular steel cage match. It was for Cagemas. Every match was in a cage. And they told us, all right, we getting prepared. We in the ring. They about to ring the bell. Next, Santa comes out. He's like, I got a gift for y'all. And it was the WCWO Tag Championships. So that made everything even more intense. And we came out with the victory. And that was our first ever title win.
Nice.
First ever.
So it's been about a year almost now since y'all won your first title.
Yep. Yeah. About a year and a half now.
And how many have you won since?
So right now we've won 3. We've been champion at our main promotion, WCWO. 2-time tag champs. And we just became BMFX Power Elite Tag Champions a week ago? No, last month. And now we're DCCW Tag Champs. So trying to prove ourselves everywhere we go.
Y'all must have to pay a lot when you ship your bags and all that gold.
Only the best for us,
Or is that something that does Hollywood keep those with him and they travel with him everywhere he goes?
He keeps them nice and shiny for us. Right when we were about to walk out, he's like, "Here you go." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, sir."
Back when you guys first started, what was one of the hardest things when you first got in the ring? What was one of the hardest things to learn?
The hardest thing to learn is to calm down and not overthink anything. Because I'm going to say from experience, once you get in there, okay, I got to remember this. Okay, I got to remember this. Oh man, I hope I don't fuck up, or I hope I don't do anything that's going to make the vet in there mad at me. But when you're wrestling with the vet, they stop and they're like, "Hey, calm yourself." Yeah, just slowing down, Oh, it's a fight and we want to win. Yep. That's all it is.
When you're laying there and somebody jumping off the top rope, I thought that'd be hard to do.
Actually, just close your eyes and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got at that last DCCW show, they got me in the ring and I took 3 chops and I was bruised for about a week.
Yeah, that's something you gotta do.
Yeah,
especially if you're
Dex got me. It was JKO and Max Sterling, all 3 got me.
Oh, those are some people with some good chops.
So, like, working with your brother, does that give you like an extra sense of trust, like than if you just had a, just say a friend or some random tag team that partners? Like, do y'all do stuff that maybe some people wouldn't trust each other with, and that's why you are already at an elite level at such a young stage in your career?
Yeah, I mean, having him as my tag partner just means I know he will always have my back. No matter who you pair me up with, yeah, you can call me your brother, but I know this one right here will always have my back. And there are some people like Dex Royal, that's my brother, man. He's another one I know. Whatever happens, he always got my back. So it's just that trust is always there. Like, when we're in the ring, I only have to do half the work.
Right.
I don't have to overthink because I know if I know something, he knows something. I ain't got to explain nothing to him because he already knows what's happening. We've got that twin mindset that, oh man, he's about to do something. Oh, I know what he's about to do. And we go out there and do it. He picks up where I slack and I pick up where he slacks.
Well, what's some of the craziest stuff you guys seen on at some of these independent shows? I'm sure you've seen some crazy fans or.
Fans are always crazy. Yeah, fans are always crazy. There's always somebody trying to talk some mess but don't want to get in the ring and do nothing about it. But as in matches and everything, I saw a death match up close and personal. Yeah, that's a crazy thing that people want to do. I see somebody poke skewers in their head. Glass and all that. It's crazy. Saw a lady eat a worm from Boogeyman. That was intense. You got anything crazy?
I mean, them death matches, man. Those are the craziest thing I ever saw.
I give props to everybody who does those.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, my dad was watching that one night. They were hitting each other with them light bulbs and shit.
Oh yeah, the light tubes. I couldn't do it. I mean, if
you say you couldn't do it, but until you were called upon.
Have either one of y'all taken any nasty bumps or any injuries?
The only one I can recall, it was in that TLC match. I did the coast to coast, and I hit the chair, and as soon as I hit the chair, my knee buckled, and I'm like, and if you see in the match, you can see as soon as I hit, I'm like, oh shoot, like my knee, it was hurting for quite a little bit, but it's all fine now. That's the only major thing. It really wasn't too major, but I kind of tweaked it. The only thing I drew blood on or any injury like that was in that TLC match. Luckily I didn't get any bruises or anything from me jumping off of the turnbuckle onto the table. It was actually me falling off the ladder going through the table. My arm was bleeding and everything. It was shaking and stuff. But after a couple of days, it just went normal scar.
What else did I have? Oh, what's the heart? No, I already asked you that one. Never mind. You go ahead, man. I gotta think for a second. I lost my train of thought.
So, like, what was the biggest surprise from actually having the idea in your head of, hey, we're gonna become professional wrestlers? I already have this preconceived notion of what it's gonna be, or maybe you thought this was gonna be easier than that, or what's the one thing or the two things that you thought was the hardest or the most different once you actually became a professional wrestler?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Huh.
The hardest part I would have to say is the traveling, going long distance and everything. Longest trip we've had 2 hours. But I know once we get to these bigger promotions and everything, you're going to have to drive further and farther. So getting sleep in is one of them. make sure you have the energy to stay up and do the things, and then drive all the way back home. That's you had anything?
I guess the most surprising would be like right before you walk out that curtain and you hear all the fans, either booing you or cheering you. In our career, we had both.
Right.
And then that's a whole different feeling. And as soon as you walk out, oh man, that's a different type of world right there. Like everybody either booing you or cheering you, and you just gotta go out there and make it your best. That is a good feeling right there. Yeah, you ever gonna feel nothing like that before?
That's true. That's true.
And especially once you get to bigger and better places, it's more people, even more people. You're just like, oh man, I feel little butterflies right there.
I don't care how, confident you are and how many years you've been doing this. Right before you step out that curtain, that door, or wherever you are, you're gonna feel nervous for a second. Everybody has it, and if you don't, that's a lie. That's a lie. I feel like that's a lie.
Oh yeah. So whenever y'all decided, all right, now we're gonna become professional wrestlers, we're gonna tell our family. Did any of them think, hey, you guys might be a little crazy, or were they just like, hey, we're behind you, we support you? Like, how did that go? Like, because that's got to be something unusual, because not everybody has the dedication and the heart to use that, to do that as something that they do in life.
Well, I see it as the same way that basketball players and football players, when they decide, hey, mom, I'm going to do pro. Hey, dad, I'm going to do pro. They're with you 100%. Like our mother, for instance, when we told her about this, she did think we were crazy. And she was like, I can't stand to see y'all get hurt or anything. But the one person who came with us to our first tryout was my mom. And then our first rookie showcase, she was there. So I know she's with me 100%. Now, she don't come to all the shows, but she does. She is with me, with us 100%. My dad, he lives in Florida, and he ain't able to come out and see me, but every Facebook post, every YouTube thing that we put out, he's watching it. My grandma, my grandfather, my other grandma, they're all down there watching. They keep saying they want to get tagged in whenever we're getting hurt. So our whole family is with us. And yeah, they said it was crazy at first, or are you sure you want to do that? And once we gave them the green light that, hey, this is what we're going to do, they dove right in with us.
Nice.
What do you guys like doing better, being a heel or baby face?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean,
I guess we're kind of the same,
right?
Either or,
I mean, nothing changes with the highlight reel once we're baby or face. We're still throwing ourselves out there doing crazy stunts. But me personally, it feels good when you have the people clapping and cheering and you have that support behind you. But as a heel, you get to do a lot more, get to be that dick that you never got to be, basically. So I guess it's pretty 50-50 down the middle.
Yeah.
Was it different, like the first time you done heel and everybody was booing you instead of cheering?
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna say it was easy going into it, but when they say, hey, you gotta do heel, and you go out there and you start being a heel and they're booing you, well, if you're booing me, I'm about to be even more of a heel because you keep booing me.
Yeah.
And do either one of y'all have a distinct memory of when you knew that, all right, this isn't a hobby, I'm good enough where I can do something with this? Is it like a certain move that y'all did, or just like something that made y'all's confidence grow instead of just like, maybe I can do this, to like, yeah, I'm here, I'm gonna get gold. This is gonna be my future. What was the exact moment for you?
Well, my exact moment was probably our first match in Greensburg. I'm not gonna say we did bad, but we were definitely not as good as we are now.
Yeah.
So there was some mistakes made, but going out there, doing the match, making those mistakes, and realizing, okay, I've got to buckle down. If I want to do this for real, I've got to dive on in, and I can't make those mistakes. And I'm not gonna lie, I got my ass handed to me in that match. But afterwards, with the scars on the chest and the bruises and everything, I'm like, I can do this. I can 100% do this. What about you?
When you survive practice, surviving training, and you're like, well, now that I made this far, I can do anything, all the hard stuff is out the way. I survived training. I did the rookie showcase. We're past that. We already had our first few matches. I'm like, yeah. I did all this. I might as well go even further. That's what I want. And now I'm striving for it. And that's why I'm still training, still working hard. You gotta humble yourself before you can go and do the other stuff. Yeah, I'm cocky and stuff, but when I know I messed up, I messed up. I ain't gonna sit there and be like, nah, that wasn't on me. That wasn't on me. No, I messed up. We messed up.
Right.
You gotta humble yourself.
About how many hours a week do you guys have to train to be able to stay in good enough shape to perform as good in the ring as you guys do?
Right now, we've got training on Tuesdays and Sundays, and that's actually us putting time in the ring, rolling around, doing all the workouts in the ring. But for going to the gym, that's one of the hardest things I can tell you, because right now we're going 3 days a week, and we were going 4, but our job upped overtime, so we're kind of working extra hours just so we can have time to wrestle. So going to the gym is kind of getting harder, but we strive to get better. But it's a constant workout, constant battle, because it's not just working out, it's not just running and all that. It's also eating right. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love sweets, but I've had to cut back on it a lot. Every now and then I'll have something good, but I also gotta compensate for that, so I kind of run more, work out more.
You got any pre-match rituals or post-match victory celebrations?
I know one we got. So no matter if it's me and him or Dex Royal, every time before we go out, before our music hits, we always say, hey, man, our match is about to happen. And we shake up and we, do our thing, go have your match. And right before it, first person to stand out of the curtain, either us waiting on him or him waiting on us. Yep. So, like that's been happening ever since we started training together. So,
is there a certain kind of music or any like song that you guys listen to, before you go out there to get ready?
Not really. I mean, I don't really listen to music when I'm getting ready. As I'm getting ready, I kind of just go through what I'm about to do in the match, stretch a little bit, just go through the match in my mind. But it's just me and him talking to each other, making sure we got everything down pat. Do some push-ups here, sit-ups there, some squats.
Yeah, stretch these old bones out.
So, what's it like working with somebody like Dex also? I mean, the guy's crazy good athlete, and I mean, working with somebody like him has got to like lift your spirits and like make you push harder and just go to a totally different level that maybe you didn't even know that you had.
Man, what can you say about Dex? I say he's a role model, man. He's
You see all the stuff that he can do, and it's just like, dang, man, that's what I got to do right there. But I say he gives his life to wrestling, man. He's just like us, man. He wants it more than anybody.
I mean, pure athlete, like you said. That man's just amazing. He don't just move in the ring; he floats.
Yeah.
He takes one step and he's already over to the other side of the ring.
Yeah.
He can jump. He could do a lot of stuff, and to call him my brother is a freaking honor, man. I mean, you always see us together, and that's not just, oh yeah, we work together. Nah, that's a relationship, and like, I love that man. He is an awesome guy, awesome in the ring, awesome out of the ring. He helps us with stuff, and we help him with stuff. He'd be like, hey, maybe you should do it this way. And we'd be like, hey, man, in that match, you did this. You might want to do that. We always help each other out so we can be better. So, I mean, that man, that guy, he's the guy. He's the guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's always got to feel good. I mean, whenever you got three guys that are just crazy good in the ring and got all the talent and all the potential in the world, man. Like, it's fun to watch you guys. I've seen you guys live twice now, and both times it's like stole the show of the match, dude. I was like, wow, it's crazy to watch, and especially with the twin thing, like it especially double catches your eye because then you're trying to focus, like, hey, which one came in, which one's going there? Oh, well, there goes one that way, there goes one this way, and it's hard to keep focus on you guys sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen them 3 times, and that's been the best match of the show all 3 times.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I know you guys got a big tag team championship match coming up in DCCW on October 3rd. Have you ever faced your opponents before?
We faced Corey Storm numerous times down at the Dub at WCWO. But this will be the first time ever we go up against G.S.R, and I am excited and I'm ready because that man, he is something else. That dude is crazy, and I'm just like, yeah, this is some competition that we got right here. Some good competition.
I mean, like you said, we faced Corey a number of times, but it takes nothing away from what he can do. He always shows us something new once we face him. But G.S.R, once we get in there with him, this is going to be a totally new thing. I'm really excited. You know, Impact Star. It's just going to be one hell of a time, and I'm going to try to make the best of it. I know my first time seeing G.S.R was at IWA, and he holds nothing. Nothing. That man will go out there and hit you as hard as he can and not think twice. So I'm real eager to see what him and Corey could do as a tag team.
So what all other events do you guys have coming up where people can come and check you guys out?
You can catch us always every Friday, 7 o'clock, WCWO, down on Kentucky Avenue. You'll see us there all the time. Fighting, going crazy. Next show coming up, it will be this Saturday. Is that the parade? And more. Okay, not this Saturday. On the 18th. That's a show in Mooresville, and it's a parade and everything, all that.
We'll be a part of that.
We'll be a part of that. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff up and through September that's coming up. So, but always every Friday, check us out at WCWO.
And if you can't get and see us at the Dub, we've got Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So,
what are those handles so that way people can know where to follow you at?
Oh, what's the handles? Let me get my phone. Give us 1 second. I know the handle for our Facebook page is The Highlight Reel. Give me 1 second. Yep, The Highlight Reel. And you'll see our handsome mugs on there.
And that's real RE, correct?
Yes, sir.
That way for all you people that are going to Google them and search them later after watching this interview, it's REEL.
Yep, and then our Instagram It is the_real.boys. And that's REEL.
All right.
So where did the name come from?
Oh man, that's a story in itself. So when we first started out, we was like, man, what can we do so our name makes sense? And for our first couple matches, we were going by Double Trouble. And we was like, man, that doesn't give no ring to it.
Right.
And, you know, we were going with Double Trouble for so long. And we kept asking people, like, what kind of name do you think we could do? And then it was like, hey, what about Thunder and Lightning? And then it was like, well, we've already got Corey Storm. And I was like, oh, man. So we just kept thinking about it. And then one day I just was like, what about the highlight reel? He was like, what do you mean? And I was like, Damian reel, the highlight reel. We do a bunch of crazy stuff. We're twins. Why not? And that's when it just stuck.
Yeah, you guys definitely are a highlight reel, that's for sure.
Do you have any like crazy stories of, or just a good story that you've seen or from like the independent wrestling scene?
Crazy story. Got anything crazy? No, not really. I've got one. So we went to a show and it was White River Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a match against Dutch Boy and Ryan Epic. And, you know, we're doing our thing in the ring. And as my brother here was in the ring, I was outside cheering him on. And I leaned in to say some stuff to our opponent. And as I'm reeling out, this old white lady wants to come up behind me and grab my butt. So I turned around and I'm like, what are you doing? And she said, I'm just trying to help. I said, I don't care. Back up. And then as I'm doing this, he tags me in. So as I'm getting in, he's like, what happened? I said, that old lady touched my butt. And even the ref came to me and was like, did that old lady just touch your butt? I said, the old lady touched my butt. Well, I went on with the match and we won the match. I know she was still trying to side-eye me, but I was like, yeah, she grabbed me. That's the only crazy story I've got.
Did she come ask you for an autograph after?
No, I didn't see her afterwards. She probably dipped out before I had a chance.
So where do y'all see yourselves, like, where's the top, where's y'all's personal goal? Is it on like an AEW, a WWE show, a NXT, something like that, going against one of those like Street Profits or the New Day or, you know, the Young Bucks, something like that, the Usos, like,
It's everywhere.
Is that where y'all see yourselves? Is that where the dream is, like, when you can finally say, yeah, this is all the years, all the miles, all the blood, sweat, and tears, all the everything, all the sacrifices. This is where it ends right here. Like,
oh, 100%, man. Like, from the very first time we started this, I said, we're going to keep pushing. And he said, yeah, we're going to keep pushing. And we want to get up there in WWE. We want to get our name, our faces everywhere around the world. And maybe AEW, maybe Impact. Just get our name out there and be great. Be the next big up-and-coming wrestlers. I'm still young. I still feel great. I still feel the urge. So I want to be up at the top before, I won't be able to do this no more. Right. Before my body gives out. Hopefully no time soon, but WWE, AEW, Impact, that's the way to go. I'm not saying the independent scene is bad. I give everything I got to WCWO. They made the highlight reels. Sure did. They turned us into the wrestlers we are. Same with DCCW, BFFX, all the places we've been. But we want to get out and do more. Now, don't get us wrong, we will still come back.
Yeah, like no matter where it is, AEW, Impact, WWE, put my name on all of them. You know?
Right.
You want me here, I'll go here. You want me there, I'll go there. You know, I want to, when people see the highlight reel, I want them to be like, man, those two are the greatest wrestlers of all time. Like, they are the greatest tag team of all time. Nobody can stop them. And that'll just make my day.
You've already said the people there. I mean, I would love to face New Day. AEW, I'd love to face Young Bucks. The Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
Jurassic Express, you know. Impact, TJP, and all the guys there. I would love to do any and everything. Whoever wants to sign us.
Whoever wants to tangle with the highlight.
What would you tell people, or what's something that you would say to somebody who maybe isn't like 100% a wrestling fan or anything like that, or that has like just a bad notion about wrestling in general? Like, what is something, or somebody, you know, that says, hey, wrestling is the F word, and, you know, like what is something that you can say to that? Like,
go to a real match, not sit there and watch it on YouTube or whatever on TV. No. Go to a real match. You will see how fun, crazy, like how it is the whole shebang. Like I had a family member come, don't know nothing about wrestling. As soon as they saw it, they was like, oh man, y'all are crazy. I was like, this is how it is.
He's speaking from the truth, man. Like, that's all you can really say to somebody, because if they say the big F word, I'm like, why? What makes it the big F word? And they give these stupid reasons. I'm like, go to an actual show, because we are really hitting each other. We are really taking these bumps. We are really doing this stuff. Ain't nothing fake about what we do. I've got scars up and down my arm to prove it. And like, it's a different atmosphere than watching it on TV. It's a different atmosphere than just streaming it from your phone or something. Go out there and actually see what all these wrestlers, all these guys are doing, putting our lives on the line all the time, and showing you that this ain't the F word, and we are 100% real out here. And that's one of the main reasons Damien Real, we're as real as it gets, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what I've always said. When people say something, I was like, would you go in there and do it? You go in there and do it, and then tell me how you feel afterwards. I've never personally went in there and done it, but I don't want to. I don't want to feel it. I know that it's not, that it's real, and you know, like, I give much respect to people, especially you got to in the independent circuit. Like, you know, you guys are doing it a lot more for the love and the passion of your craft, and for entertaining people and giving people a good show, and, you know, for the roots of it, for what people love about the sport of professional wrestling, you know. And you don't get all the accolades and all the big time money yet, but sometimes that's where you see some of the best matches, the best everything, in my opinion.
Yep, 100%.
Oh yeah, some of the best matches I've seen have been at independent events.
Yeah, you got to respect somebody that's going to put their body
that,
on the line like that. I mean,
and plus because the atmosphere, because you're so close to everything, and man, you get 300 or 400 people in a small gym like that. The atmosphere is crazy. It's loud. It's just it's a good time. Always. If there was a new person that was going to get into pro wrestling, what kind of advice would you give them?
Give it your all, and like, make sure this is what you want to do. Because I've seen people come and be like, hey, I want to pro wrestle. After a day of training, they don't come back. So if you truly want to be a wrestler, do the training and see if you survive. Because like I said, once you survive the training, the rest is easy.
Yep, and I mean we've seen buff guys, fit guys, lean guys, small guys, tall guys. We've seen a lot of people come in and try to do the things that we do, the things that Dex does, the things that Blake does, all these guys who are actual wrestlers. We've seen them, some people come in and be like, yeah, I think I can do this, and then not even show up the very next day. So it's really a commitment. If this is what you want to do, for all means, do it. Go out there, give it your all. But don't just think this is going to be easy and light work when really you got to put in the work and dedication every single day.
You'll be fully committed to it.
Yep, 100%.
Does it help with the tag team? You got somebody to lean on?
Oh, most definitely.
Always.
Most definitely. I'm not going to say I've been like down to the point to where like I can't do this or I want to quit, but definitely been there to where, oh man, I'm hurting this week. I don't feel like going. And he's like, nah, you got to get your butt up and go.
Right. Same here.
Or, oh, work got me beat. I don't feel like going. Nah, we got to get our butt up and go. Because in order to make it to that next level, you got to do the work and put the time in to get to the next level.
I don't know, like, I'm sure you guys are probably a lot like how me and my brother are. We were super competitive with each other, like with everything. Is that how you guys are? Like, even if we was playing a board game, you know, we would be competitive with each other, or, you know, on the wrestling mat, like basketball in court, you know, we were just super competitive. Are you guys the same way? And is that what keeps driving you to get better and better, is the competitiveness?
Oh, 100%. There is no doubt about it. We are the biggest competitive people you can see.
Right.
Especially when it comes to wrestling. I know we've done it before, like moonsault. I was the first one to do one. And then he was like, yeah, you can't do that if I can. So he did one. And his looked better than mine. So I said, oh, well, I got to go back out there and make mine crispier. And then he was like, well, I'm not about to have yours look better than mine. So that's, we constantly do battle with ourselves, but it helps us in the long run make our moves better. And yeah, he knows how to push my buttons. I know how to push his buttons. We've come out of the curtain yelling at each other sometimes, but 5 minutes later we'll be friends. So it happens.
He's still ugly in my book.
That's quote of the night.
Before we get out of here, don't take up too much of your guys' time, is there anything you would like to plug or get out there to the public?
Anything you want to say? Besides, come to the show every Friday at WCWO. I know we said it one time already, but I've got to put that out there. One, because there's so many great guys back there. You got the highlight reel, Dex, Royal, Blake Money Wright, Dutch Boy. Jake Ullman's been there a couple times. Logan Myers. The Knockout Society is there. Jordan James. Just a bunch of, it's a great locker room. And we've got a bunch of guys out there doing their thing. And JKO, son of Don Basher, killing it every night. Just one of the places that everybody needs to see, because I know most people don't really know that Indianapolis has an independent wrestling downtown next to Lucas Oil.
Right.
So that's one of the things I want to get out there. Anything else you want to say?
Check out the highlight reel. You want to see some great twin action, you know, showing people why we are the realest tag team in the world. Come check us out. We over here high flying, making sure that our opponent don't get back up. So go check us out. You got our Facebook and Instagram. You can see it all there.
Where's the gold at?
Oh, you haven't put the code up. Oh, the code? Oh, my bad.
No, the gold.
Oh, the gold.
Oh,
the gold. Unfortunately, right now, Alcon has them. He's taking care of them for us.
See, I knew
Shining
it. I
up
knew
real
he had
nice.
them.
But best believe once we get back out at DCCW, we'll be strapped and ready to go.
So, Hollywood, you better bring that gold and it better be real shiny.
You heard him, man. You heard him.
Hey, yeah, guys, we're really impressed with you guys here. We can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. You know, we're big fans of you here at GSR, and you said we had a couple of the other guys that you wrestled on, and they've had nothing but good stuff to say about you. You know, we've had Dutch Boy and Logan on as well, and
oh, sweet.
Nice. The match that you had with them here at DCCW was awesome match.
Like
that
we
was
said,
a great match.
Like
yeah.
we said, match of the night.
Match of the night in my book. But
the other guy that works with us, he ain't here today, but redheaded guy, you guys probably saw him there. He watched a little bit of pro wrestling when he was young, but he's never been a big fan, and he went crazy during your guys' match that night.
Oh, much love,
much love. Thank you.
So
we've watched that match probably 15 times the other night when he was here. He keeps saying, "Turn that match back on."
yeah,
Oh, that's just awesome, man.
you four have turned him into now he's into wrestling, and he's like, oh, when's the next show? Like he's excited. Oh, when's this person gonna do that? When's they gonna do that? And so
That's
yeah,
the
y'all
goal
got
right there.
y'all got a lot of fans over here now, and we're just excited to see what you guys are gonna do in the future, and can't wait to see more gold on y'all. And
we really appreciate you guys joining us.
we appreciate you guys.
Oh, no
joining
problem.
us, and
No problem.
Hey, don't copy me.
all right,
All right, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that interview with the highlight reel. We had a great time talking to him. It was a great conversation. We look forward to talking to him again. I know we'll see him here in a couple weeks at DCCW Harvest Havoc 3. If you live around the Muncie area, Indiana, or anywhere, if you want to make the trip, come watch it. Harvest Havoc 3, Mad Jack's Arena, Sunday, October 3rd. Doors open at 4, bell times at 5. Former WWE superstar Gang Grill is going to be there. He is going to be wrestling Sam Knight for the DCCW championship. Also, you're going to have the Boogeyman. WWE legend, the Boogeyman will be in the house.
Boogeyman.
He's taking on the King, Mitch Taylor. Who I really don't think looks much like a king, but we'll talk about that at the show. But no, make sure you get tickets for that show. The first row VIP is sold out. They have some second row VIP. It's $35. Being a VIP, you get in an hour early, so you can get in at 3 o'clock instead of 4 to get autographs and stuff. You also get a picture that'll have both Gang Girl and Boogeyman on it. You can take that back there and they'll sign that. If you'd like to get other things signed, they'll do that at an additional cost. If you don't want to get the VIP, there's general admission tickets, $15. Doors open at 4, bell times at 5. We're going to be in attendance. We'll be broadcasting live from there. So we hope to see everybody out there for that show. You got anything, Steve, before we get out of here?
No, man. Just appreciate everybody watching, tuning in. Shout out to the highlight reel, man. Just appreciate everybody tuning in and watching, man.
Yeah, before we get out of here, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with G.S.R. Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Both those shows that's at 1 p.m. Eastern. Both those shows are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also find GSR and Easy Money, a sports betting show, in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. We post all of our picks from Easy Money on there, post all of our information about both shows on there. So make sure you follow us on there so you don't miss anything. Check out our YouTube page. We've got a lot of content on there. We have the last DCCW show, Summer Shakedown. Have the whole show on there, or it's also broke down into matches. Go check it out. Hit that subscribe button, please. And last thing, we also have merch. Check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies. There's all kinds of things on there. There'll be some new stuff dropping soon. There's also a donation page at that same link if you'd like to donate to help the show grow. We greatly appreciate that. If not, we just appreciate everybody watching and hanging with us. Also want to give a big shout out to the highlight reel for coming on, giving us a little bit of their time. And I can't wait to talk to them again. We'll see everybody tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern for Easy Money, a sports betting show. Also, don't forget, we have a special edition of G.S.R. tomorrow live at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have pro wrestler from Muncie, Dalton Love, is going to be live in the studio with us.
Dalton Love.
So make sure you join us for that. And also tomorrow night, we're going to be live for a watch-along and live reaction to the kickoff of football as we have the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Dallas Cowboys. Join us for that. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Hope everybody has a great day. Peace.
Peace.
Monkey.